Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 93 of Direwolf20's FTB Revelations Let's Play series, where today we are going to make an attempt to upgrade this altar to tier 5. I think that's the plan for today, right? I think that sounds like a good plan. And ramp up, drastically speaking, the amount of LP that we produce as part of this thing. So the last few episodes we've been working on automating the blood altar, but let's not forget the end goal of what we're really working towards, and that would be being able to run the rainbow generator without a problem, right? So right now, running the rainbow generator drains a lot of LP from our soul network, because mostly speaking, we're talking about this lava crystal right here. It's basically every half a tick it's stealing a lot of LP, right? So right now we've been trying to ramp up what we're doing power-wise over here. But before I was able to ramp it up, I wanted to automate some of the more painful crafting aspects of LP production, and I think we've successfully accomplished that goal. If I do say so myself, I think it has been successfully accomplished. We have made crafting a heck of a lot easier with blood magic. And our plan now is to get Runes of Sacrifice. I think that would be a cool idea. So let's do that. Runes of Sacrifice would be a good time right here to teach. And I need you to know about my orb, right? So I've got an orb. Let's use the Let's use the Magician's one. That should be fine, right? That's the tier 3 orb. Right. So we'll get our Rune of Sacrifice going in here in pattern mode. But I'm going to tell it to use this guy right here, and that should be good. So hopefully with him in the network, the one that's assigned to my soul network, it'll use that correctly. Let's see. So if I want like a rune, right, and we should have a few runes of capacity, I'm probably going to put those back in. But if I want like 20 of you, you're missing blank runes, right? I need you to know how to make those too. And with those, we're also going to use the Magician. So you know what? Let's use the Apprentice Blood Orb for that one. Yeah, I like that plan. Runes, blank runes. You're going to use the Apprentice Blood Orb to craft that guy. Yeah, that sounds cool, right? All right, so Runes of Sacrifice, I want like 20 of you. Not a problem. Available 34, available 7 to craft 13. I mean, we'll be pretty good there. I'll be thinking we'll be pretty good there. Start it up. So if we pop over here, we'll see if the automation that I've worked on so hard last few episodes actually comes to fruition. And that would be this guy doing his thing. Sweet. I'm going to call that a win. It looks like it's working. How cool is that? So now our goal today is to figure out, can we get LP production high enough with a single blood altar to power the rainbow generator, right? So there's a few things we can do to make this happen. Thing 1, ramp up the amount of bad dudes inside this area. Like, there's a lot of bad dudes in there. Can we squeeze more into this? Possibly. I'm not saying it's definitely possible, but it might be. Plan 2 would be to ramp up my Runes of Sacrifice. Now, how many runes total do I need? How many did I ask for? 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I need a lot of runes to upgrade to the next tier altar. Dudes, it worked. That is awesome. Look at that. It actually worked. That is amazing. It worked. How cool is that? I love it. Now, the math was that we need 52 additional runes, so we need 32 more Runes of Sacrifice. And it's like, let me think about that. We have to craft 58 blank slates, and we have to craft 32 reinforced slates. But this is like a really good test of our system, right? This is going to do all the things. So I hit start here, and it should. It really should. I don't want to go too fast, because, well, actually, with tier 1 and 2 runes, it shouldn't be a big deal. It should be doable. Wow, look how fast. It runs really well, even tick accelerated. That is awesome. Look at how cool that works. Like, that works really well. I'm down with this. All right. Not too shabby. So I guess we let this thing craft for a few minutes, and it's going to work. And I'm very excited about that, because working is good. So I might we'll see about the runes of capacity. I don't know if I need them or not, right? Having more capacity in this thing wouldn't be a terrible idea, but also I really like just having a lot of runes of sacrifice. I think that would be also good. I think it's all I need, right? Is the four beacons, and then there's the runes all on the sides. So let's do this. Let's wait for this crafting to run, which we can see is working just perfectly. Like, I'm very excited about the crafting process here. Sometimes a little tick acceleration doesn't hurt. And I've got a couple other plans on how we might be able to ramp this up. But we're going to have to see what happens. I make no promises. We'll see. All right? So come back in a minute when this is done. All right, so if I am not mistaken, we've got a blood magic-y type rune of sacrifice thing. We're going to go here. And then we're going to need a little bit of this, and we're going to want a little bit of that, and we're going to want to boop, boop, boop. And that should be cool. And that should be cool. And am I doing the right section of things here? I don't want you on fuzzy mode. Yeah, I only want you rune of sacrificing things that are appropriate for runes of sacrifice. And I suspected that this might break, and I was prepared for that, so I'm ready to replace. There you are. And feeling pretty good about this. Now, why do I have one extra? Because I feel like I shouldn't have one extra. Did I? Oh, I see. I see the problem. I'm actually one short. Now I feel like I shouldn't have people. Now I feel like I'm one short. And how did that happen? Sacrifice rune? Boy, oh boy, I hope this works. Do the thing, do the thing, do the thing. Thank you. Boy, I like how well that auto crafts. I am really quite pleased with that. Alright, if I'm not mistaken now, this should be a tier 5 altar. If I'm not mistaken. Blood altar, tier 5, yay! Look, look, tier 5 blood altar. Sweet! Sweet! Now let's make a master orb. Is that what we want? Or is that the one we currently have in there? That's the one we currently have in there. Right, so an archmage orb is another star. And 80,000 LP? That's a lot of LP. So why ain't you filling up blood altar? Am I missing something? This is the part where you get more LP. I didn't leave the lights on down there, right? I think I turned them off. Yeah, no. Are they taking damage? They don't appear to be, right? Did something happen down here by chance? To this? Everything looks okay down here, right? Everything look okay down here? I didn't, like, accidentally exchange or something? That I shouldn't have? Oh, rune of sacrifice. Boop. There's the extra rune of sacrifice where I said, hey, where is that other rune of sacrifice? It turned into a ritual stone. All right, so then we need you, blood magic. I need... It might be in here. Yeah, you and you. Well, suffering is back to life. And you, sir, come back. And now you should be getting lots of LP. Hooray! Hooray! LP for days. All right, I have no idea if this is going to be able to keep up with the demands of the rainbow generator, right? And that's what we need to test now. Is this enough? Oh, gonna find out. Boop. We're gonna turn you on. And there's a few things we can do to ramp up LP production beyond our current limit, but let's see what happens, right? So right now, we're still definitely draining a little bit. And you, sir, I mean, you're doing okay. You're doing okay. I'm not feeling super comfortable, right? Now, here's the thing. Maybe we want to do speed runes. Okay, and teach you how to do speed runes. And that might be fun. And then I might also want you to know how to do runes of capacity. And that might be fun. So having those two guys in here would be smart. Because I would like, yeah, let's get some more speed runes. Let's get like 10 of those. Is that like a fun number? And that will hopefully help me with the filling of my... So I had enough I had a lot of LP in the altar, and it wasn't going into the orb fast enough, right? So if we exchange some of this stuff with speed runes, we might be cool. I don't even know if tier 6 is a thing, by the way, in 1.12. I legitimately don't. It might be. I don't know. I have no idea. It would be cool if it was. So we're getting speed runes. Beautiful. And we can help you out a little bit, Mr. Speed Runes. Let's do horizontal column. That sounds good. I know. Otherwise known as a row. I know. Man, that thing is fast. I love it. Look how fast it is. Those speed runes do make a difference. And I think we tested this a couple episodes back, right? It makes a difference for filling the orb as well. Oh yeah, that's definitely faster now. That is noticeably faster. To the point where I feel like I've overdone it a little bit. Right? So what we really want is to be able to say, hey, this is going fast enough that like a fully full altar dumps into the thing nice and quick, right? So let's try with like 2 more speed runes than we had before, right? So that's full. So I do that. Not quite. Okay. And then we do that. Oh, right. He was tick accelerated before, wasn't he? That's right. Boop, boop. I'm like, why was that so much faster? Oh, right. He was tick accelerated. My bad. Don't laugh at me, Miss Witch. I feel like that's draining faster than we're producing at this point. All right, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Now, the problem is we're still not producing fast enough to get what we need, right? So now we need to ramp up the LP production line. Now, I've got some ideas. Unfortunately, those ideas may involve another Dracanic Dragon kill, but I think I should be able to pull that off. Let's go find a dragon to kill in the end, shall we, my friends? To the end we go. And boy, oh boy, do I hope I know which direction has a dragon in it. Because I didn't do a good job of keeping track. This direction seems like I've never been going this way. Yeah, I think that sounds cool. Away we go. Back in a minute or two. You know, I couldn't help it, but as I was zipping by here, look what I found. I know, I'm sorry. Somebody wasn't happy that I found this, but I mean... How do I come down here and not grab an elytra? And potentially, I don't know, anything in here that's like really cool? Ambrosia. Spooky forest biome. Spooky! Ooh, protection 4, that's not terrible. These things I think are rare. And like only available inside the thing. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Okay, back to flying really fast. Where was I? I got lost. I think I was going this way, right? Yeah, that's... Okay, right. Yeah, this is the direction I was going. Back soon. Alright, I think we're approaching Dragon Town. Did I already blow this one up? Oh, rip. Ripperoni. I thought because it wasn't filled in on my map. But now that I'm thinking back, I think I did kill this one as well. So you know what? I'm just going to go the next set forward. Now this poses a problem because I believe that the dragons get harder as you go further out. So going out to negative 20,000 means we're going to have a more challenging dragon fight. Am I right about that? Goodness, I hope not. I'm trying to think if I've ever done like the more difficult dragon thing. I probably have. Maybe. Not 100% sure. but we're going to find out. So yeah, it's negative 20,000 that we'll go to, and that will be another dragon island. So let's do the thing and hope that this fight ain't so bad. So maybe I'll actually fight this one on camera because he's supposedly more difficult when you get further out. I believe that's true. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. So maybe we'll do this fight on camera because it might be interesting, because he might be more challenging than the previous dragons. We'll find out. So I'm going to let the chunks load, because the last thing we're going to need is TPS lag. See? We have a lot of TPS lag. It'll settle down though. There we go. Alright, so tougher dragon fight. Do the thing. Yeah, he's already angry at me. He's already like, no, Dire. No, no, no. And I'm just like, sorry, dragon. Can't help it. I need more shards for what I have planned. Y'all know what I have planned? I'm curious if you guys know what I have planned. Some of you might know what I have planned. What would Dire use a Chaos Sword to get more LP with? Your attack is blocked. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, he definitely seems to be... Like, isn't that the phase that's usually later? Definitely a little bit nastier. Oh boy, that was a lag spike. That wasn't my fault, that was a lag spike. You guys saw it, it was on camera. Oh boy, critical damage again. I need to like let my shield recharge a little bit. Oh boy. Terrible things happening, terrible things. Whew. I feel like he's more aggressive. Am I crazy about that? I think he might also be repairing the orbs in some way. Like, what's that red beam mean? How did I get trapped in this thing? Oh boy. Running away. Running away. Come on, dude. Just be ready to be dead yet. Ow, 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 ow. How's my... I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Oh, he's taking damage. That's a good sign. I got you on the ropes, dragon. Oh boy. The shielding is bad times. Got you on the ropes. Alright, that wasn't so bad. He definitely felt more dangerous, but to be fair, it's hard to tell because Chaos Dragon is already just a mess of danger. Right? So it's a little bit tricky to have like an accurate metric of like, yep, he was more... I don't know. He might have been. I can't tell for sure. And it's explodey time. Woo, yeah. Kablamo. Goodbye, Giant Island. We have to go make some cool things. So, if you want to see what a Draconic Island explosion looks like, go back a few videos. Alright, cool. So, with that done, I want to look into this thing. There's a spawner that you can do from Draconic, right? Isn't there a Draconic? Yeah, stabilized mob spawner. And what you need is a broken spawner from Ender.io, it looks like, of which we have, right? Do we have any of those? Broken zombie, cave spider, spider, yes. Then you know what I would love to have? You know what I would love to have? If we're gonna create a spawner, yeah, I got an idea. Now, I don't know that I've ever really played with one of these things before. If I'm being, holy cow, that's a lot of zombie pigmen. What are you guys all doing here? They all just love my portal for some reason. We're like, we wanted to visit, Dire. And for some reason they couldn't visit, and therefore did not. So I'm thinking if I'm going to make a spawner, let's get something that we don't really have well automated at this point. I mean, we kind of have it automated, but not well. And that would be the blazes, right? Like if we got a blaze spawner in there, you know, I don't think I need this. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to do this. All right, so we get a blaze spawner. And we use this so that we now have a blaze rod production line, right? Could be cool. So now what we're going to want is a chaotic core. Because the stronger the core that you craft this with, the better the stats of the spawner. So using a chaotic core, this thing's going to be much more powerful than if we used a lower core. Cool beans. Do the thing. Cool beans for sure. Remember, it's a little slow because it has to, like, turn off and on the signal every time, but that's not a big deal. It stabilizes it so that it doesn't get confused and messed up. So I'll take stable crafting versus fast crafting any day. And how much does this thing cost again? Only 800 million RF will be fine. I like how we just crafted for something that cost almost 1 billion RF. And it was like, meh. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. So now with our chaotic core, we combine that with a broken spawner. And we get this stabilized mob spawner. Sweet. Now, I don't remember exactly how this nonsense works. But let's turn on the lights here and let these dudes finish doing their death thing. Okay. Remember I said it was going to be a Dark Room Plus? This was part of the plus. Stabilized mob spawner. I'm hoping the range of it is okay. I don't know what the range is going to be. I'm hoping that that's okay. Like, we're not going to have, like, blazes spawning outside the area here. If that happens, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Hello, witch. Goodbye, witch. Okay. So, stabilized mob spawner is going to chill here. I think he needs power, if I'm not mistaken. Or does he? Maybe he doesn't. Oh, wow, that's a lot of blazes. Now, is that going to, in addition... Wow, that's a lot of blazes spawning. You know why I chose that mob spawner? Because I knew that it spawned a lot of dudes. Blaze burn. Add. Thank you, blaze hurt. Add. Blaze ambient, add. Blaze death, add. I can't tell if there's anything but blazes in there at this point. It's hilarious. How do we feel about this? Oh my. Now the only problem is he doesn't turn off with the redstone signal, right? Now, does he turn off with the lever, though? That's the real question of the day. So our question will be, have they stopped spawning at this point? Right? Because I could totally hook up a redstone signal to affect that thing. and even hook it up to this wiring if we wanted to. It looks like it did, right? So what if we got some red alloy wire here? Maybe a smidgen more. Right, so that totally jives, right? So we could just run this. And we get some torches or something like this because we want to make sure you guys on the YouTube viewing audience can see the things. Right? So realistically what we're talking about is 145, 453. $453. So that should realistically be this one, right? 145, 453. Or 146, 453. So you're realistically right here, which is not perfect. Yeah, so we're probably going to want to move you, ranged collector. Although, I remember you being, like, perfectly positioned. Urgh, that's annoying. That's annoying. You are perfectly positioned, aren't you, for the whole room collection thing? So to make this work, like we could do wireless, but that looks a little bit less cool. I don't think a redstone signal here would suffice, right? So what you would have to be is basically that. And that's going to continue to spawn blazes? I believe that to be true, yes. So that's no good, right? Now just for giggles, let's move this thing for a minute. And put this here. Oh, you're not a yellow wrench, are you? Yeah. And then we turn this off. Wow. Lots of fires in this room, huh? But that works, right? Oh boy, that's not what I wanted to do. That's interesting. The fires spread pretty aggressively. Ideally, that wouldn't keep happening, and it is, and that's a concern for me. Watering can. Because that puts out fires, right? Well, apparently not this watering can. Does this watering can put out fires? I feel like it does. I mean, is it the end of the world? Probably not, because I think what we're going to wind up having is the blaze spawner is going to produce more mobs than the dark room. But maybe a blaze spawner is not the right spawner to go with here. Is the watering can helping to spread the spread of fire? I want to say it is. Alright, how do I put out all this fire without, like, you know, causing more fire? I think the watering can is increasing the tick acceleration to the point where the fire is spreading faster because of the watering can, and it's having the reverse effect. Oh, goodness. We have to get all this fire out. I think if I do it in a smartish way, I can actually pull it off, though. Oh boy, it's not that smart. I think we're putting a dent in the fire, though, right? Like, are we doing a thing here or no? Alright, so today I learned stabilized mob spawner for blazes. Probably not the right way to go. Because dark room should be dark. So let's try different ones. That means another chaotic, but that's not a big deal. right? Get another chaotic core, and we'll do, you know, what other broken did we have here? Zombies, cave spiders, spiders. I think zombie would probably be fine, right? It doesn't matter. The point is not what mob we're getting. The point is the LP production, right? So zombie should be fine. So let's wait for that spawner thingy to craft, and we'll be rightish back. And by the way, I want to see if the Cursed Earth plus the spawner works. So if it looks like we're just overfilling the room with zombies, I might use Blaze Spawner anyway, because I think we'll wind up getting more mobs from the Draconic Evolution spawner than we will from anything else. So coming to take a peek at our dark room, and oh, by the way, I have to get the ranged collector back in there. Let's put it like, what I'm going to do is try and put the ranged collector here and see if that works. And you have like a redstone control-y thing, or no? You just respond to redstone anyway out of the box. Yeah, I think you do. Item conduits. I have to get this back on before it's a problem. Range collector. Oh, right, you have a redstone signal and you don't run with a redstone signal. Yeah, that's a problem. There you go. And maybe I'll just have another one, and that'll solve the problem. I don't think that's a bad idea, right? That's a way to go. And then you item conduit off of here. So like, it's not as ideal probably, but it allows me to have the redstone signal there. So when we saw like just how much was going on here, empty blacklist, thank you. We saw how many mobs were in this dark room. There were way more mobs from the spawner, right? Now my question was, I wasn't 100% sure if but I think the Cursed Earth, we'll see, I don't know. Let's do one with a zombie one, right? And we'll try that in addition, right? So we come over here, we put you like right under this dude, right? And you shouldn't be running because redstone? Interesting. Well, lights off. Okay, because I placed him, I think he didn't recognize the redstone being there, but turning the signal off and on seems to have helped. Right? So we do dark room now. Are we not getting any other mobs on account of the fact that we are just overloaded with zombies? That does appear to be the case. I'm okay with that. Look how many more mobs we're getting, though. Like, that's what's up, right? So now the question is, does that many mobs mean we can run a rainbow generator? Right? So hopefully we're producing LP faster now. We definitely are producing LP faster now. Like, we're going to need more speed runes. Right? For sure. For sure. I can probably tick it up to 5 at this point. Oh boy. Nope. 5 was too many. 5 was too many. 5 was definitely too many. Put these 2 stones back. It's not extracting fast enough at this point. So I need that tick acceleration to go away. There you go. Okay. 4 should be good. It moved on to tier 2 before it could extract. That's the problem. Alright, 4's good, 5's too many. Alright, so let's do this line here. And that should be cool. And are you... Wow, you are still not fast enough, are you? You are still not fast enough. Four was enough, right? Yeah, that should be cool. All right, so I've just replaced another row with speed runes here. And now I'm waiting for the tick acceleration to wear off from the crafting so we can test it. Because it just goes way too fast. But let's see what happens, actually. With it being nearly empty, like, wow, we're getting 5 buckets every time that thing ticks. That's kind of cool. Once the tick acceleration goes away, we'll know where we're at. That's pretty close. That's pretty close right there. I mean, we could do with more speed runes on this thing, but it's pretty close. So my question now is, what's going on with my LP? Do we have a net gain on LP? Why, yes we do, Direwolf. Yes, we do have a net gain on LP. Well, would you look at that? We have a net gain on LP. We have more LP being produced than we are using at this moment. And that is cool beans right there. That is it, folks. That's what we wanted. That was the accomplishment. I had another trick up my sleeve in case that wasn't enough, but it was. So I think we're cool. I definitely feel like we're cool. Right? The other trick up my sleeve, I had a few plans, right? Plan 1 was definitely this, right? And that's cool. And I'm thinking I might go back to Blaze Spawner, just so we have Blaze Rods. Because, like, we never have enough Blaze Rods, if we're being honest, right? So if we made this a Blaze Spawner, that might be cool. And theoretically would still have enough LP production going on to make a net gain, right? Let's validate that, but I think that's true. My concern here was that, like, we were not getting dark room spawners, because I wasn't sure if the dark room would detect the mobs from the It does, so the dark room's not doing anything for us at this point, which is fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap you out right here. And then we turn you off and on again. And you should start doing blazes, right? Psst, this is the part where you do blazes, buddy. Why are you laughing at me? All right. Get out of there before Creeper. Y'all gotta die first. Alright, let me figure out what this blaze thing is spawning. So here's an interesting thing. If we're looking at... See how they're stacking? That's not a good sign. I think when you break the stabilized mob spawner, it breaks how it works. And I don't think it's supposed to do that. So I'm going to cheat my way to success here by allow cheats on. And what we're going to do is get a spawn egg. Really? Where's the blaze dude? Is it like hidden in JEI now? I'll just use the /summon command. So that summons a blaze, right? And then I should be able to hop over here with the soul binder and throw a broken spawner in there. Oh, that's right, I don't use tomes anymore. Ha, I forgot, I did this. So slow! Would this help? Probably not a lot. Eh, a little bit. Okay, so now we have a blaze spawner again, and then what I'm going to do, because I've already used 2 chaotic cores for this, might as well cheat one in. This was a bug. No, not a stack, bro. 1. 1, please, not a stack. This was a bug. I think it's a bug. I'm pretty sure that breaking the spawners should not equal you don't get anything back. Well, you do get something back. It's a broken spawner that, like, is buggy and doesn't work. So that's why I think it's a bug. Alright, so this is working, right? But we want to be, like, right here. There you are. Cool. And that should explode. And then that... Oh, right, I turned off the... I was testing with the redstone earlier. Because I wasn't sure if this was because, like, of a redstone problem. So I just... Boop. I broke that to see if that would allow them to spawn. And that's when I realized that they were, like, broken spawners. Yeah, see it not spinning in there? That tells me everything I wanted to know. Alright, cool. So does that mean net gain again? Yeah, buddy. Net gain, that's what's up. I'll take it. That looks pretty good, right? So we have a net gain in the altar, right? Like the altar's staying full all the time. And Because remember, it was empty before we spawned blazes. You know what I'd love to have? Fire ambient. So yeah, they're totally going to burn up all the cursed earth, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Didn't I middle click you? Alright, I think that's cool, right? And I think that's a valid solution. Yeah, dudes. And now we also have blaze rods being brought in, right? Theoretically. I mean, you're picking up sulfur, so that's cool. I'm assuming we're gonna get blaze rods from this? Am I crazy for thinking that? Yeah, look how bright it is in there. The lights aren't on, it's just on fire everywhere. But hey, like I said, net gain of LP, so I'm on board. This is with the Rainbow Gen still running, folks. Rainbow Gen is still running, and we're getting LP net gain by far, right? We were at 200 something like a minute ago. So definitely producing way more LP than we're losing. I call that a win. Alright, so let's wrap up the episode here. Darwell20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed it. So that's lots and lots of LP production using Draconic Evolution and the Chaos tier mob spawner, which I don't think I've ever used before. If I'm being honest, I don't think I've ever used the Chaos tier mob spawner. So that's kind of cool. We might make a similar one for Wither Skeleton Skulls if we wanted to. I mean, we could, and that would make us get, you know, another star is that much faster. We've got 1382, so maybe. We could totally Archmage this, too. Like, it's way late in the episode. I shouldn't do this, but meh. Like, because if I did this... Maybe? You know what I should do? That'll slow down. Oh, no, you're good. You're already done. Wow, that was fast. Now I just need to bind it to myself and put it in. And now we're going to get that much more LP. So that's cool. The only other thing we need to do is affect over here the automations we did. We are so late for ending this episode. But you... Right, buddy? Is that it? There was another one, right? And you. And that should be cool. Nice. So now let's just test real quick. If I wanted to make, like, you know, a tier 1 slate, I just want to make sure that, like, the extract and insert thing works. So that takes it out, waits for it to fill up, puts the stone in, it crafts, and then we get our orb back. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Beautiful. And we still have a net gain going on. That's cool. Wow, you're actually draining into the orb faster now? That's cool. So because you drain faster now, does that mean, like... So we still have a net gain, but this is going to be a faster net gain. Because we don't need as many speed things because the Archmage one seems to fill up faster. It's kind of cool. Alright, wrapping up point. For real, it's way late. Darwell20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.